Hey, what's going on in my chat room, y'all? It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session. And what we're going to be talking about today is something that a lot of guys have questions about that they don't understand. And that is, why do women treat good guys bad and a-holes really good? Now, it's not even, again, I want to make sure I preface this by saying it's not about good or bad treatment. It's more about respect and the demand a man has for it versus a guy that doesn't respect himself. You see, gentlemen, it's not that women treat bad guys or assholes a certain way. It's just that the demand that the individual has for himself is so great that he says that this is the way you're going to move if you want to be around me. And I think for many guys out there who are considered nice, where they go wrong is that they think in their mind, by being kind and thoughtful to a woman, that it's going to give them a tactical advantage in the relationship field, and that's not true. It doesn't work that way in the game. And that's why it's so important when you are a student of the game and you're learning game that you don't move to please anybody except yourself. But what does it mean to please oneself? To please yourself just technically means that this is what I want, this is my standard, and this is who I'm going to be. And you never move from that marker in which you set for yourself. And the reason why women will treat you better is because the demand that you have for yourself is so high, and the demand that you have for yourself is so great. You ask for nothing less but being treated like royalty. And being treated like royalty doesn't mean that she has to bow and kiss your hand. It's just that the standard that you uphold for yourself is one that most people don't ever believe that they can ever have at any moment, at any time. And this is why they have the struggles that they have, because when you have a lack when you don't have we call a sense of self, and when one does not have that, what happens is that person begins to look to be validated by the woman. And as a man, we never seek validation because we're always validating ourselves through the love and the honor that we have for ourselves. And most don't have that. And when most people don't have that, they move totally different. And this is why it's very important to learn the game and to understand your value and to understand your self-worth. The more you can understand your value and the more that you can understand your self-worth, you win in the game because you make the game about you. I know it's crazy, but it's not a thing about women treating an asshole good. It's more or less the demand that he has that if you want my attention, if you want my time, if you want my respect, and if you're lucky enough you can have the dick, when you move that way, it shifts her mental thinking, because most women are under this false impression that what they have between their legs is worth more than what you have between yours. And sometimes it goes to show that by the way you look at yourself, the way you move, and the way you think about yourself when it comes to interacting with a woman. And that's why it's important to actually know the game, trust in yourself, and realize at the end of the day, nobody's going to give you the advantage except you. And the only time you're going to give yourself an advantage is having a love, an honor, and a respect for yourself to say that I'm not going to put up with anything. But one cannot actually stand on that when that individual looks to sex to be his end-all be-all. There are a lot of individuals that look to sex and say that, well, I will compromise my standard. And when a woman recognizes that you compromise your standard, it actually turns her off. Women want individuals that believe in themselves, that are a standard in which she can follow. If you're following her standard and following her, you've got to look at what she is. She's a very insecure woman with no direction. And she is driven by emotion. So if you're following her standard, then she's realizing that you are more emotional and more effeminate. And by those alone, make her not want to spend any time with you, be with you, or move with you in a way that she would move with an asshole or a jerk. But gentlemen, it's not, again, an asshole and a jerk is just a man that has a standard of the dick, saying that the world revolves around me, I'm the guy, and I'm not going to take any lip, and I'm not going to take any BS from anybody, because what I set for myself, what I choose for myself, and how I live for myself is my way. It is one thought, one mind, one way. And if you cannot live that way as a man, then what's going to happen for a lot of you guys, when you meet a woman, you're going to be nice to her. And when somebody is nice to a woman, there's going to be a mechanism that goes in her, more of a defensive mechanism that triggers disrespect and mistreatment, because she feels that she can do it. And not only does she feel that she can do it, gentlemen, it's like you're telling her to do it. You're saying, mistreat me. You're saying to her that I don't believe in myself. You're saying to her that you're better than me. You're saying to her that I will do anything I can to get you to like me. And women don't want that. I'm not telling you or trying to get you to think that you need to be mean or abusive or angry or bitter at a woman. What I'm saying as a man, the thing that you have to do as a man is move in a certain way where you demand respect. But the respect has to come from yourself, gentlemen. The more you can talk, the more you can respect yourself, the more you can have understanding of yourself, is going to put you in a greater position in this game to win. And that's all the game is all about, is position. The better the position you're in, the greater your chances are to win in this game, okay? So what I want to say to you guys out there, soak up the game, soak up the information that we're saying. You can make it and you can win in this game when you actually put the effort in the game. So gentlemen, I will talk to you later, but I know you got this. You got this. Thank you.